Hello Leo, so I'm doing your weekly reading for December the 4th to the 11th. I'm going to take a look at what is going on in your situation. We'll find out why it's happening. We're going to look into your blind spot. We'll figure out anything that's working for you at this time. And of course, how it is all likely going to be playing out for you, okay? Right, so let's get into this for you. Your situation, Jupiter's expansion. Now, this is an incredibly lucky card to get, okay? Because Jupiter is already the planet of expansion. It is already the planet of optimism, of abundance, okay? It's all about prospering, enjoying experiences, faith, spirituality. It is a just and fair protector, okay? Now, if that's expanding, then one can only imagine the types of energies that they're going to be working with this week. Like literally, everything that you touch is going to turn to gold, and that is just the tip of the iceberg, okay? That's going to be a massive understatement, basically, with it being Jupiter's expansion. And it says, abundance and growth await. Trust the universe to expand your spiritual horizons, okay? So everything is growing, it's expanding. You've got a much longer reach, so you could be affecting people that you don't even realize that you're affecting, okay, in a positive way, because this is beautiful, beautiful, positive energy, right? If you are in business, then your reach is growing, okay? This is usually saying that the person that I'm reading for has got a very good reputation, and their reputation is growing, okay? Business is growing, everything's just growing and expanding. And with that, your bubble, your comfort bubble is also growing and expanding. So yeah, beautiful, beautiful energies. Right, at the bottom of the deck is planet retrograde. Pause, reflect and revise. Specific retrogrades reveal where healing is needed, okay? So with this one, there could well be certain areas of your life that you feel at the moment are not benefiting from this growth and this expansion and this extended reach. So those areas that you feel are a little bit more stunted, should we say, then those are the areas that you're needing to focus on this week, because apparently there's something here that requires your attention in ways of healing, okay? So we're going to take a look into that in a minute. One does not negate the other, by the way. That's not how this works, okay? It does not negate the other. It's almost as if this energy is saying to me that you're incredibly glad and grateful of this growth and this expansion, but you're kind of wishing that it would touch this other area of your life as well. And it doesn't seem to be touching that. So that's why Spirit's saying, okay, go within and investigate that particular area that you feel isn't growing, because there's healing work pertaining to that particular area. So is this Jupiter's expansion? Okay, they've got me looking into this retrograde energy first. So the area that requires healing first, because they're telling you to pause. There it is. I know you guys can see that, the devil, and it's come out squiffy. Almost in reverse, but not quite. Scattered energies to do with either insecurities or any area that you're feeling stuck, any unhelpful habits that you might have. This can also indicate addictions as well. We're going to need another card to get to the bottom of that one. Hold on, baby. The Nine of Swords and the Nine of Wands. Okay. Right. Anxiety. There's disruptions to your, I want to say to your routines that's going on, which has been disrupting your sleep. That's going to have a knock-on effect to everything else that you're trying to do, because as we all know, if we're sleep deprived, we're going to start making really bad decisions. Okay, so the first area that you're needing to look into, Leo, is your sleep. Are you getting enough hours of sleep a day? Are you getting consistent sleep, or is it quite sort of broken? Okay. That's also going to be affecting your immune system as well. So if you're feeling like you're catching more viruses or sicknesses than usual, it's because of that poor sleep routine. Okay, so they're saying for you to look into that one first. Now you've got 2 9s here back to back, because it came out with the 9 of Wands, and very, very traditionally in the very olden days, 2 9s back to back can indicate legal documents and contracts that you might currently be stuck in, and you could be trying to find a way out of certain legalities. Okay, it could be you signed up with a company for something, and before you know it, they've roped you into an extended contract and you're like, no, I don't want that. It could be about your work. Okay, them adding things or changing things within your contract after everything was already agreed upon. It's dirty tricks to do with contracts and legal documents. Okay, and the fact that we're clarifying this devil that's come out squiffy, it's like, it doesn't have to be this way, it doesn't need to be this way. Apparently you can get out of this agreement or this contract that is quite harmful to you, because it is the devil energy. Okay, something here quite destructive, negative, that you're embroiled with here. It doesn't need to be that way. But yeah, dirty tricks, dirty tactics here that someone is abso-friggin-lutely not going to get away with. Okay, they might be making you feel like you're trapped in a corner and that you've got nowhere to go. Okay, with this devil, 9 of swords, 9 of wands, but nothing could be further from the truth. Okay, so apparently you're needing to investigate that further, Leo, because there is a way that you can get out of that particular contract or agreement. Okay, because ultimately, yes, that is contributing to a specific area of your life here that has had its growth stunted. And there's no need for it. There's absolutely no need for it at all. Now, for everyone else where that doesn't apply, it just isn't your message, then it's about any harmful habits or addictions that you might have that is stunting your own growth. And I know that we don't like to admit certain things to ourselves, but ultimately that there is something here that is harmful to you, Leo, connected to habits or addictions. You're going to know what that is. Okay, you're going to know what that is. I want to take a deeper dive into it, but I also don't want to be metaphorically reading your private diaries either. Okay, so you're going to know which way that message is meant for you. Okay, if it is about habits and addictions and stuff, then it's really sort of working with that so that it can be resolved. Okay, and once that's resolved, you will then be able to take full advantage of this Jupiter's expansion, right? It could also be maybe your focus is on the wrong thing at the moment, right? That can be a habit as well. Like we can become obsessed with what isn't working, and we end up missing out on the enjoyment of what is working. Okay, it's so easy getting caught up in the negatives, basically. Right, what's this? Jupiter's expansion. Oh, of course it is. The Wheel of Fortune. Yeah. I mean, it's literally the same card, Leo. It's the same card. Okay, Seven of Wands with the Ace of Swords. Oh, yes, you can believe it. You can believe it. So there's self-doubt here, or just doubt in general, right? Someone's negativity that they're caught up in is, fuck me, I can't catch a break. Why am I so unlucky? No. And you can see how quickly that negativity can grow and grow and grow, okay? And how badly that way of thinking or believing can hold someone back in so many ways. So we're seeing here that things start turning a corner for you, Leo, right? And yeah, you might miss it. If your brain is in this devil energy, you might miss it. So they're saying here, look, stop fighting. Okay, stop fighting with that Seven of Wands. And you've got the Ace of Swords here as well. So the combination is asking for you to pick your battles carefully, because not everything or everyone is going to be worth your time or your energy, right? They're also saying here that you're not going to have to fight to keep your position, okay? And you might be expecting to have to fight to keep your position, but you don't have to fight at all. They're saying that the key here to your success, Leo, is the consistency. Okay, so as long as you're consistently putting in the effort, then you will see consistent growth. Okay. The message there about somebody not quite believing that their luck was turning a corner, you absolutely can believe it, because it's real. It's here, like it's all over your energy. Ace of Swords is that breakthrough as well. So literally, I wouldn't rule anything out this week, Leo, because anything and everything is possible with this kind of energy going on. Why is this happening? The celestial compass. Yeah, so again, that's the combination of the Wheel of Fortune with the star in traditional tarot, and we've already seen the Wheel of Fortune come out. It says, navigate through life's challenges. The stars will guide you towards your true path. Okay, so you are making the right decisions at this time. You are headed in the right direction. Again, a message about that consistency. Why is this happening? Because you've known deep down that you have been doing the right thing, that you have been putting in the effort, and your efforts are paying off. They absolutely are paying off. Can you tell us more about this celestial compass? It's also possible, Leo, that you might have been forcing something to work and it wasn't for you. Do you know what I mean? The Ten of Pentacles. Nice. Yeah, you're definitely no longer banging your head up against a brick wall, not getting anywhere. Ten of Pentacles is one of your apex cards. That's a massive amount of growth. It indicates as well financial security. Okay, it's abundance of all types. It's also long-term energy. So you've been working towards long-term success, right? And that's exactly what we see playing out in the cards. A bit of an issue here with the Ten of Cups coming out squiffy. That is unhappiness that is felt deeply within, okay? That might stem from certain upbringings that you guys might have experienced, where the general feeling or the general belief was put upon you that you were somehow not good enough, okay? And it's fed in to this negative energy that we see over here. So it feels to me like you're proving certain abusive family members wrong. You're also proving yourself wrong as well, because for a hot minute there you did believe in this message of how you weren't good enough. But by the end of this week, you're not going to be believing that anymore, because you're seeing the very real evidence of what you're truly, truly capable of. And apparently it's quite a lot. You've got the Chariot reversed with the Ace of Pentacles reversed, so no going backwards, right? We've got bad seeds. We've got bad seeds here. So there's unhealthy, unhappy family situation where you were made to believe that you were the bad seed and that you'd never amount to anything here with the Chariot reversed, Ace of Pentacles reversed. Yeah. You're making all these individuals eat humble pie, let's just put it that way. And it's not about how much is in your bank, okay? It's not about having the most recent model of car or having a custom built house, okay? Those things, they're luxuries, right? Those things are not what indicates a successful person or an unsuccessful person, right? And you will find that a lot of people out there who have those things that I mentioned, they're all plastic millionaires anyway, right? They're all living off of someone else's income, or they're living on the never never. Do you know what I mean? That's not success. That's not true. It's not real. That's not abundance, because that's borrowed. Right? What I'm looking at in your energy, Leo, it's yours and it belongs to you, right? It's very, very different from those who are quick to flash the cash and show off, right? So what we see here is you turning the tables on what true abundance, true security, true success actually looks like. And it isn't always financial. Although the financial abundance and rewards are certainly here, you're remaining humble as fuck while humbling certain other individuals. At this moment in time, Leo, I might have to go for a break because the neighbours have randomly decided that they're going to take a drill to the wall. So if it starts to disrupt your reading, then I'll take a quick breather and I'll have to come back to your reading, okay? Okay, so what's going on in your blind spot, Leo? In your blind spot is Saturn's karmic lessons. Interesting. Face karmic challenges, embrace discipline and patience for long-lasting growth. There it is. The Ten of Pentacles does indicate long-lasting growth, right? Which is what you're going to want. You're not going to want instant success or overnight success, right? Because that sort of success, it never lasts. It never ever lasts. And you find that those who do experience that overnight success, they very quickly become a one-trick pony, and then before you know it, everybody's forgotten about them, and then they're back to zero, right? So the best type of growth and success that you want is the slow building, long lasting, okay? This one indicates here, with it saying karmic lessons. Now, the word karmic, that's not inherently a negative, okay? I know it gets thrown around in the spiritual community as being negative, but it actually just means soul lesson, okay? So it's Saturn's soul lessons, either for better or for worse. Now, Saturn, that's the hard taskmaster, okay? Saturn rewards those who are disciplined. Saturn rewards those who take on the lessons throughout life and apply them in their own lives. Okay, Saturn rewards those who don't constantly keep running back to the same old unhealthy habits or the same old unhealthy people, or do you know what I mean? Saturn rewards those who are dedicated, who implement boundaries, who are very committed. Okay, it's literally father time, right? Saturn is a good reminder that it is time for you to change something, Leo, okay? Change something. And when you do, you will find that you feel less inclined to go back to the old unhealthy habits and routines that have been destructive up until now, okay? Saturn reminds us that we never finish learning, right? We could have studied a certain topic for 30, maybe 40 years. That still doesn't make us an expert, because we still have plenty more to learn about that particular topic, or do you know what I mean? Like, whatever. Being open to learn, that's what Saturn rewards, alongside the persistence and the dedication and the hard work. Okay, so all of that's going on in your blind spot. The challenges that you have faced up until now have been a part of these soul lessons. Okay, yeah, it's a very intense energy, that one. So I always kind of get a little bit jumbled up with my words for that energy, because it is so intense. It's like, yeah, the universe has made you work for this, basically. And because you didn't quit, because you didn't surrender, that's exactly why you're seeing this breakthrough now. Because a lot of people in your situation, they would have quit by now. Okay, but you didn't. And look, your major arcana's coming out. Strength, yeah. You've remained in your integrity, okay? You've taken on this challenge as if it were nothing, okay? What else for karmic Saturn? Karmic Saturn's lessons? I mean, yes, Saturn is a very karmic planet. That much is true. This one's also saying to be mindful of any pessimism that's going on, okay? Because that it can be really easy to fall into that trap of being like just bleh with the Four of Cups whenever Saturn is coming around. I could be talking to someone who's having their Saturn return as well. Okay, interesting. Because deep in your own subconscious, Leo, you're having this desire to explore something new, to explore a new avenue. And you know what? With the Queen of Pentacles being here, that seems to be a very good idea. This is someone who makes very good business decisions. We got someone here who's taken a risk. I guess because they're getting tired of this lack of growth that's going on. So they're taking a very calculated risk, and it's paying off. Fully understanding that they've got a plan B in place just in case it doesn't work, but it is going to work, Leo. Okay. Interesting. Because again, long-term success in your blind spot. Okay. What's working for you at this time? The cosmic egg. New potential is hatching. Nurture the seed of cosmic creation within you. Yeah, so what's going on there in the subconscious that's telling you, okay, I need to explore this avenue, or I need to explore that avenue? Because they're telling you to explore that further. Okay. The cosmic egg, that's potential that is as yet untapped. something, it's like it's not quite ready to hatch yet. Like you're birthing something new here, but it's not quite ready to hatch yet. There's still a little bit of incubation period that needs to happen first. New potential is hatching. Okay, can you tell us more about this new potential? The King of Cups. Okay. It's a very spiritual energy. It's a very loving energy. Can you tell us more about what this King of Cups has got to do with this? I mean, you could be looking at some sort of healing profession here. That's like medically healing or spiritually healing with the King of Cups. Doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman, okay? King of Cups energy belongs to everyone. And the Nine of Pentacles. Okay. Yeah, I feel like you're taking a risk and going off in a slightly new direction here, Leo. And it's paying off. Nine of Pentacles, that's your independence. What's this message about Leo's it's your independent streak that's driving you to do this. The Two of Pentacles, because you're currently sick of the status quo right now. Eight of Cups, yeah. Like acknowledging what isn't working, and instead of trying to force it to work, it's like you're dropping that altogether and focusing on what is working. Okay. How it's likely going to play out? Neptune's illumination. Neptune is the planet of dreams and subconscious. It's a very deep, dreamy-like energy. Okay. It says mystical visions are guiding you. Trust your intuition and spiritual insight. Okay. So I'm understanding this as other people might think that you're acting crazy, or that you're being super impulsive, or that you're about to make a mistake. Do you know what I mean? This is saying, don't worry about other people's opinions, Leo. You have to trust in the imagery and the visions that the universe is giving you at this point in time, because this is your life that we're talking about, right? It's not for anyone else to sit there and pick holes in what you're doing, right? Like, they don't have to get it. They don't have to understand you, and you're not asking them to. You're just asking to be left in peace here. Eight of Cups, yeah. And you saw how abrupt and chaotic that energy was then as well. Okay, so interestingly enough, it's like you need to walk away here from a situation, but you've not done it yet because you know that could potentially spell disaster for everyone else involved, Leo. It's like the way the cards came out then, it's saying to me, okay, well, listen, if Leo steps back, the whole thing is just going to collapse if Leo steps back. But you kind of need to, Leo, because you're definitely being told to walk away from a situation here that is not working out, even though you know that it's going to collapse. Like, you're the main support frame for whatever else it is that you have been working on that's not been growing. You're the main player there. But it's time for you to go off and explore something new, quite possibly even self-employment here for a small handful of you guys. But it is time. Because that message there was very much, well, it's not your mess to clean up, Leo. You're needing to walk away from everything that is just messy and confusing and unstructured. Okay, you cannot possibly be the one that's expected to hold everything up anymore. Like, because you're on a mission. Yes, the Fool. You see. New journey, new beginning, surrender, release. Like, it's time. It's time. Trust in what it is that Spirit's telling you here. What's this Fool? And the energy that's going on around you right now, Leo, is really weird. I'm not going to lie, it's really weird. 5 of Pentacles reversed. Yeah. You're no longer going to struggle. Okay, this is the card of hardship in reverse. So you're just not going to struggle anymore. Like, for anything. You're struggling at the moment because there's all this negativity going on with this devil energy. There's quite possibly emotional manipulation here somewhere along the lines. Okay, you're taking full control of this now. You're no longer going to be struggling. It's like the universe is leading you towards a new timeline almost, where you unquestionably know who you are and what you're capable of, where you're no longer feeling like you're having to repress your emotions, but you can just be you as the complete package. Yeah, the Ten of Swords, and that's reversed. And those cards would have ended up reversed because of the abrupt nature of them all shooting out of the deck like that earlier. Basically, if you don't make this decision now, Leo, then it's going to rewrite the current trajectory that you're on, which indicates to me, if you don't make this decision, things are going to go from bad to worse. If you make this decision now, and you choose what you know in your heart is the right choice for you to make, then pretty much all of your problems are going to be resolved. Yes, it kind of does put the burden onto someone else, but to be honest, it shouldn't have been on your shoulders in the first place anyway, right? Ten of Swords reversed, that's healing, recovery, that's freedom of movement. It's facing a difficult challenge and freaking nailing it, okay? That Ten of Swords reversed is saying, okay, you're working your way back up now. What's under there? Yeah, the Seven of Cups, and that one's in the upright position. So your energy's been all over the place, basically. Now, it's going to be far more direct, far more channeled, okay? Again, like I said, really strange energy around you, Leo. I also get the impression that there's someone around you who is incredibly obnoxious and incredibly noxious. Okay. I was getting that quite strong. Someone who's got the opinion of my way or the highway, you are who I tell you are type energy, and you're breaking free from that. Okay, so your attention right now needs to be on mindfulness, which is awareness of thoughts without judgment. Meditate, breathe, yoga, being present, and grace. Okay. So yes, mindfulness, being right here, right now, in the present moment. Your focus also needs to be on you being more specific. It says the universe can only give you what you ask for, so narrow it down. Be as specific as feels good, okay? And heart-mind union, harmony of the heart, which is joy and vision, with mind, which is planning and action. Faster manifestation and highest vibration, okay? So focus on getting your heart and your mind in alignment with each other, okay? And your decision making will be a lot clearer. Right, so for a little bit of fun at the end of your read, I'm going to pull some incredibly sweary affirmations. If you're allergic to swearing, then you just don't have to listen, okay? Yeah, I keep getting this really sort of pretentious individual around you, Leo. Listen, the sooner that you can disconnect your energy from the obnoxious, pretentious asshole, the happier your life is going to become. Okay, I can just kind of feel it. It's weird because it's like 1 minute the energy is flowing nicely, and then the next minute I feel this like obnoxious wave, and it's just kind of having me second guess everything, and it's horrible actually trying to work in that sort of weird energy. It's just odd. Okay, underestimate me, that'll be fun. So yeah, someone is underestimating you. They don't imagine for a single second that that you're going to go, okay, do you know what, enough is enough, I'm not dealing with this anymore. It's like they're just kind of expecting you to be in these metaphorical chains for the rest of days, and that quite simply is not going to happen. Be kind, fucker. Bitches get stuff done. Yeah, it's time to get it done. Not giving a fuck is better than revenge. Yeah. Revenge is just a time sink, okay? Not giving a fuck is always better. Tell anxiety to piss off. This one's been coming out for everyone, like without fail. It just seems to be that the collective in general is feeling these high levels of anxiety this week specifically. But yeah, Leo, bottom line with this reading is nothing is outside of your reach this week. Okay, so you should definitely strive for more because you're being guaranteed to get it. Okay, but yeah, that is what I have for you guys today. I genuinely hope that reading has been helpful. For personal readings with me, my website is phoenixkeiatarot.com. The link for that is in my description box below. Thank you so very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.